All right, welcome back here at the Xfinity Sports Report, your Colorado high school connection. Brian Roth back with you. We still have plenty more to high school football to get to on the program, but if you watched our show last week, you know we crowned some volleyball state champions. And although there was a ton of great stories, there was no story that stood out more than that of the Cougars of Cherokee Traill. It's a club that went through a full range of emotions here in 2015, from hope to excitement to despair to resolve and finally to elation. 2015 was a storybook ending for Cherokee Traill volleyball. A dreamlike conclusion to an arduous 3 months that must have felt more like 3 years. To fully appreciate how the Cougars felt when they captured the 5A state volleyball championship last week, you must first understand how the season began.
We had the best summer that we could ask for. We won the Cherry Creek tournament, we won the UNC tournament. The team was on all cylinders, playing as well as, and with no practice. They went out there and did what I think a lot of people expected us to do. Obviously the rumors were going around about how we were this dream team in the state of Colorado, and you know, we weren't going to be stopped, and it was a neat feeling to have going into the season. Ranked preseason #1, I think we were as far as 48th or something in the nation. We were feeling really good.
But that excitement, anticipation, and promise of what was to come quickly vanished when word came down that the Cougar volleyball family had lost one of their own. Celeste James, one of the top players in the state of Colorado, passed away just days before the first match of the season.
The day that it happened, we got a note in class to say to go to a classroom, and then we walked in and I knew like right away that something was wrong.
I can't really describe how painful it was to everyone, to the entire program. Losing her was like losing a family member.
We just took it for granted, and you can't do that for any moment. We had one practice with her, and before we knew it, that was it. She was gone.
She was such a sweet, happy girl. It was really hard for her to just be gone one day, and we really struggled to process that, and it's something that should never happen to any team.
Drawing upon the strength of their teammates, coaches, friends, and family, the Cougars embarked on a season without one of their own. Then, just 1 month later, as a new normal started to set in, adversity would emerge once more. This time in the form of an injury, as star middle Amazing Ashby went down for the year.
It was at that point that I was like, we're going to be lucky to go 500 this year. We're going to be lucky to win half of our games, not because the girls didn't have the talent individually, but it's very difficult for teenagers, it's very difficult for adults to be able to deal with the adversity of a phenomenal player dying and then having another phenomenal player go down with a season-ending knee injury. Those are hard things to have teenage girls come back from.
What else are you gonna throw at us? Please God, just give us a second. Just give us a second to recover. Every teammate, every one of us were just falling apart, and we were like, just keep throwing it at us because we're not backing down.
Losing a game wasn't anything for us. It was just kind of whatever. So I think we had a different perspective on the whole season and volleyball as a whole.
So it came back to the goal again. We said, well, if both of them were here, what would they want us to do? And they'd want us to go get that ring.
Please welcome the Cherokee Traill Cougars.
And go get it, they did. Cherokee Traill entered the state tournament as one of the favorites, and they played like it too. Guided by something far exceeding simple talent and ability, the Cougars cruised to the 5A state championship match, where they dominated Fairview, capturing the program's first ever volleyball state championship.
The emotions that I felt, that the girls felt, were beyond explanation. They collapsed, I collapsed. All of the emotions that they felt that were building up, not just through the state tournament, but throughout the whole season, sort of was a release once that last hit.
When we first won the last point, it was the most crazy, perfect volleyball moment, a perfect pass, the perfect set, the perfect hit. And then we all just fell to the ground, just like all the emotions that we've been feeling this entire season, we all just let it out. And like there was tears, there was happiness, and I can't even describe the feeling. It was like unforgettable. It's
so surreal even now, and all of our emotions, like Mehana said, we're just pouring out. Like you could see pictures, and you would have thought we lost, but it's just because everything was hitting us at once, and it was so overwhelming. But it's such a great feeling.
My emotions were all over the place. I couldn't be more excited to win a state championship, but I was also a little sad that Celeste and Amazing both couldn't be a part of it. We definitely miss them both, Celeste especially. Like, really, I was proud that we could do it for her.
I've never seen a group of girls with more heart and determination and resiliency than this group of girls. They fought for her. They fought for each other. Heck, they cheered louder for each other than they did for themselves when they made good plays. And I think that's what got these girls through it. The knowledge that they've seen the worst thing that they could possibly see, and they've come through it unscathed, and they've come through it stronger than they were before.
Well, a big thank you there to everybody in that Cherokee Traill volleyball family for letting us in and helping share that story. Again, Terry Miller and the entire staff over there at Cougar Nation.